Welcome. In this tutorial, we are going to install Home Assistant onto a Proxmox VM. Let's get started. First, click on the Create VM. Now, let's give our VM a name. I'm going to call mine Home Assistant Test. Once you have named your VM, click the Next button. Now let's tick the Do Not Use Any Media box. And then click Next again. Now select the drop-down box for the BIOS and select OVMF. Now select EFI storage and select your storage device. Untick the pre-enroll keys and click Next. Now we need to delete any disks attached. We can do this by clicking the dustbin icon like so. Click Next again. We now need to update the CPU settings. Keep sockets to 1 and update cores to 2. Now click Next. Memory, we can keep this to 2048. So let's click Next. We also want to keep the network settings as they are, so let's click Next again. And finally, we can hit the Finish button. Using the download file, we need to add our new VM's number to it. You can see ours is 103. Now let's jot that number down. Now head over to the Home Assistant website. The link can be found in the description. We now want to copy the Proxmox link address. We can do this by right-clicking and then clicking the Copy Link Address button. Now, head back over to the downloaded file from before. We now want to paste the copied link. You can do this by right-clicking and hitting the paste icon. Now, once again, copy the full link and paste it over the link below as shown. We now just need to copy the end part of the link. And once again, copy it over the link below as shown. We need to copy the link again, but this time without the ending as shown. And paste over the link below again. We now want to copy the VM number from before. And once again, paste over the 3 X's below. Now let's head over to Proxmox. Click on where it says PVE at the top, followed by clicking on the shell icon. We now need to copy the code we created before. Let us select it all and copy it as shown. We now need to paste this code into Proxmox. To do this, we have to right-click and press the Paste as Plain Text button. Then press Enter on your keyboard. You should now see it start to install. Once completed, you should see Successfully Imported as shown on screen. Now click on the newly created Home Assistant VM. Now click on Hardware. You should now see an unused disk at the bottom. Select this, then click the Edit icon. Double-check that the discard icon is unticked. Once you are happy, click the Add button. Now click Options. Now double-click on the boot order icon. We now need to untick all boxes as shown, and then select the local icon box. Now click OK. We have now completed the install. Now let's start Home Assistant. We can do this by clicking the console icon, and then by clicking the Start Now button. Home Assistant should now start to load. Once this has been completed, you should be able to see the IP address for Home Assistant. As you can see, mine has been given 192.168.86.95. Now, write this down, as this will be the address for you to access Home Assistant in the future. Now, let's open a web browser and check it's working. We can now type our new IP address in the address bar at the top, followed by ;and 8123 as shown. You should now see Home Assistant loading. Once you see this screen, you have successfully installed Home Assistant within Proxmox. Please watch the next video for the next stage.